Hi. Do you have a closet full of clothes, yet find yourself constantly complaining that you have nothing to wear, yet you only wear maybe 20 pieces of your whole wardrobe? Because that happens to me. And it particularly happens to me with my jewelry. Just the other day, I was looking for a particular pair of earrings, and I realized that I have a ton of jewelry. And it might be because I used to be a metalsmith for a few years, and every prototype of every design I made, I kept for myself. So, needless to say, I have a gazillion pieces, which I've decided to share with you. I can't show you everything I have because, again, it is a ton, but I can show you quite a few. So if you're interested in seeing what I have, you want to do some window shopping, just stick around and I'll share it with you. I got my jewelry on top of my bed. I also have my cat sprawled in the middle of the bed. So I'm going to try to go around her to show you not all my jewelry, of course, but some of my pieces. So I'm going to start off with the biggest box, which is just earrings. And the way that I have them organized is in Ziploc bags by color. So for example, all these earrings right here, they are in the pinks and purple family. I have the whites here and silver. I'm not so much a silver girl. I love brass. All my jewelry, especially when I would solder, I would metalsmith. Most of them are in brass. I'm gonna get the top of my box so that I can lay it here on top of my cat who's getting annoyed that I'm moving. So I'll just show you a few from each bag, or my favorites from each bag. So I got these, I'm not sure what you call this stone, cloisonne, or it's something like that. I believe it's Italian. And look how cute these are. I hope you can see them. What else do I have that I love? And these have evolved with me. There's a whole bunch of when I first started, and my taste has changed. So I won't show you so much those. Probably one or two. These I love. I just love. They're so, I don't know, they're so girly. I don't know if you can see the part where, yeah. I think they are just adorable. These are glass. Most of my stones are glass. And the ear wires, these are gold filled. I made these ear wires in gold filled. And all my ear wires I handmade myself because first of all, it's way cheaper. And second of all, I made them to suit my needs. I used to wear big heavy earrings when I was in high school, and that caused the hole in my ear to be a little larger. So I have to be careful if I don't, if I wear earrings that don't have the little stopper in the back, which by the way, I hate using those, but this is one of the reasons why I made them like this too, so that when I put them in my ear, this thing here in the back, this little curl, if my earring so much as goes like this, like it wants to fall off my ear, this will stop it. So this has been a lifesaver for me. All my earrings I make like that. And then I'll show you one of the ones that was at the beginning. I haven't really worn them in years, but I like the colors. These beads, believe it or not, the two big ones are more plastic, and the one on the top is glass, the turquoise one. These are rather big, but I love them. I am a yellow, orange, and green girl, and these are just, I love them. Look at these. I hope you see them. And when I'm editing, if I see that any of the earrings, you can't really see them, I will get a close-up. These are all Swarovski crystals. So these I love. And I think I've worn them twice in my life. So I should be whipping them out anytime soon, because you will always be seeing me with maybe 3-4 different earrings, and I have so much jewelry, and it's amazing that I don't wear most of them. If I wear 10% of what I have, is too much. This is another one. This is turquoise with a little amber crystal on the top. It's a glass bead. So yeah, it's sometimes, you know, I'll have people asking me, oh, where'd you get that? And it's like, I made them. They can't believe that I make my own earrings, my own jewelry, but I haven't in a long time. I really haven't. These I love. These particular stones I bought at a bead show, and I loved their glass, and they were just so unique. At least I found them unique. Look how cute these are. And they have specks of different colors, and I haven't worn them as much as I love them. Maybe I should. Look at these. These are glass and plastic. I don't really like plastic, but if I like the beads enough, I will use them, and you can't even tell that they're plastic. Well, you know what? No, I'm sorry. These are glass. These are glass. I got that one in glass. Look at these. These are the same stone that I showed you at first. Cloisonne, I want to say. It's how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. And then these are big. I mean, these are for you to just pick up your hair and show them off. I hope you can see those. And let's see. Let me show you one more. Okay. These are kind of fun. I like the combination of... Ooh, yeah. Sorry, Jira. I put the little bead right in the middle of the green one, just to bring them together. You know, so that the blue and the green, it's, I don't know, it just wraps it up like the cherry on top. So these are the multicolored ones. Let's go to the blues. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is how many earrings I have, and you will always see me wearing the same ones. Look at these, how cute. These are glass. I bought those at a bead show as well. Oh, these I love. These I love. Look at this one. I love specifically the stone in the middle. That blue is just gorgeous. And I hope I'm making the colors justice with this lighting and the camera. These I made, God, years ago. And these are also Swarovski crystals. I beaded a hoop. These I like a lot. And nope, I haven't worn them enough. Let's see. I'll show you two more of these. Also love them. I love their shape more than anything, but they have a beautiful color. They're like a bluish purple glass as well from a bead show. These I made the little cage that they're in, and I think they're just adorable. Okay, my cat is getting annoyed and I think she's leaving. So hopefully you can see that. And this is before my style changed. This I made from copper. I cut out the triangle shape. I drilled some holes. I got some string and I wrapped them in turquoise. When this copper is polished, it looks even more beautiful. I think they're just very unique. I can assure you, no one else in this world has these earrings because I made them. I got these. I made the... I mean, when I'm showing you something, I made everything. So I made the little design in the middle. Oh, and one last one from the blue family here. These I love. These are turquoise. And I think they are just so pretty. Hopefully you can see that. Let me show you one. Let's go to the blacks. My cat got tired and she left. She'll be back. Either she will be back or he will be making an entrance. Okay, this is from the same family of those beads that I showed you that I like the teardrop shape, from the same vendor, if I'm not mistaken. Glass as well. Let's see what else. These I really like. I wear these especially when I go out, maybe a fancy date, because they have a great sparkle. And they're glass, if you can hear that. They're glass. Okay, another one of my stages when I started painting filigree little decorations to make earrings. And I would paint them in different colors. These are the black ones. These are the black ones. So I would paint the bottom half in black or blue or red. I have them in all colors. Oh, these are really pretty. Again, handmade from top to bottom. Guys, and if you don't like the ones I'm showing you, like the color family, just skip to the next one. Okay, these are black, gold, and silver. So this goes with anything, especially at night. And I made all these little figure eights. Everything in this earring is handmade by me except the bead, which is a glass bead. Well, glass beads. These are really sparkly. Now, the ear wires for these, this is a pair that I made at the very beginning. I still wasn't making my ear wires, so I would buy the ones that you open and close. These are already made. But these are just beautiful. Look at this, how cute. And it's like a grayish iridescent color for a date night. Perfect. These that I'm going to show you hold a very special place in my heart. And it's because when I first, not when I first started making jewelry, a few years, maybe 2 or 3 years after I started making jewelry, I started making jewelry for a newswoman, a local newswoman. She's Lynn Martinez in Deckle Drive. And she wore these. These were the first ones that she wore. And when I saw them on TV, I just went crazy. And just to see my company name at the end in the credits, I was like, oh my God. So these are it. These are Swarovski crystals. Okay. They're black, and I really hope I can make them justice here. Those she wore, and these are gold filled. And when she wore them, I was like, oh my God. I even told her she loved them. And I'm like, you can keep them, but they're not allowed to keep anything. So, I mean, I would have had no problem if she kept it. I could have made them again. Okay, these are the yellow ones. These are like a bright yellow, but I'm a yellow girl, okay? These are super cute. And what else? And the ones that I'm wearing, by the way, should have showed them to you when I was showing you the black. I have them in yellow as well. I made them in a whole bunch of colors, actually. The pinks and purples. Look at these. These are like a soft pink. Let me show you one. It's like a soft pink. Those. When I was sewing metal, and again, if these were polished, they would look better. But I got some, like a kind of like a hot pink fuchsia, and I guess I sewed it, you can say, to the metal. This was another phase of mine when I started making these little hoops. And I got these little seed beads, which is what you call the little tiny beads. And these little seed beads, I would wrap around the little hoop. And I made them in all colors, of course. Once I like a design, if I have the different colored beads, I make them in all colors. Of course, they would look better if they were polished, but they're not. So every time I'm gonna wear something, most of the time they are like metal. Metal just tarnishes. This is another pair. I made the hoop and I wrapped it with these pearl-like beads. They are not pearls. They're glass beads, but they're like pearlized, I guess you can call it. These are the same ones that I'm wearing, but they are in this beautiful pink. These are, I think they're gorgeous. As a matter of fact, I should leave them out and wear them sometime soon because, hello, I make my own jewelry. At least I used to, and I'm not wearing anything. I wear just a few of the ones that I have, and that's it. And now what I've been getting used to doing, my go-tos, are these little studs that I made in different colors. So I have them in a bag, within reach. And you might have seen them in some of the videos that I've recorded. And I just get a color depending on what I'm wearing and call it a day. And that's just the lazy in me. That is just the lazy in me, because just like I am with jewelry, with with makeup or anything else. And these are just adorable. These I made entirely handmade again. And they're using the same fuchsia bead that I used for the beaded hoops I just showed you. And they are so lightweight. In brass, of course, because I love brass. So that's it with the pink family. The oranges. I have the same, that same pair that I showed you that was black, gold, and silver. I made them in orange. Okay, these are little tiny glass beads. Everything handmade there. These I love. This is like a burnt orange. This is a bead that I bought at a bead convention, a bead show. And then these are some huge ones that I made in sort of like a number 6. Not on purpose, but these are somewhat heavy, I'm not gonna lie. But hey, you gotta suffer when you want to look good, right? Let's go to the creams, the beiges, the tans, whatever you want to call them. These should be in the multicolored bag, but it's more or less in that family. These are glass. These are not brass. These are gold filled. These I made in copper. The bottom bead is plastic and the top bead is glass. These I love. The beads are so unique. I got these beads at a bead show as well. Hopefully it focuses on the detail. These are teardrop as well. They are not from the same vendor that I bought the other ones. I bought these online. They're glass. And the last ones I'll show you are these, which are from the same vendor in the bead show that I went. Well, one of the bead shows is not one, but the same day that I bought the other ones, I bought these. And these beads are considered vintage beads. They don't run cheap. They sell it per bead is the price. Let's see what I find in the whites and silvers. I'm not such a white or even black person, so I don't go into this bag enough. These are silver. And again, I'm not a silver person, but I think these are cute. And not that I don't like silver. It's just that maybe I'm so white that I don't think silver or white looks good on me. I think it makes me even more pale. I don't know. I may be wrong. These I like. These are one of my first ones when I started beading. And you can tell because the ear wire is not made by me. And once I figured out that I can make my own ear wires, that was a game changer, because one, I can say that the earring is entirely handmade except for the bead, of course. And hey, it was way cheaper than buying them already made. Let's see. Let's go to the reds. I got the same ones as the big ones that I showed you that were a 6 but in red. I'm not going to take them out because it takes too long. You already saw them. These are when I started sewing metal. These are with red string. They don't look that good because they are tarnished. But You can polish them up really quickly. These are cute because they're clear. So when the light hits it, they just stand out. And these are not clear. Well, maybe a little bit, but not like the ones I just showed you. And they're a more bright red. These are some little hoops. These are rounder than the ones that I'm wearing. These are just round. These are more like a tear shaped. And yes, I made them in many colors. And these, I was wearing them in one of my videos the other day. I believe I wore them in like an amber color. These are red. And they're long, but they are lightweight because it's just the gauge of the metal, the thickness of the metal is not that thick. So it's not heavy at all. And then let's see, one last one here. These are also like a vintage bead. They're red. And then the side has like different colors, if you can see that. Oh, and these right here, I love. I forgot I even had these. These are coral. And look how cute these are. They're thin. They're not thick. They're long. They're lightweight. And I love them. And these are red, but they have a side to them that if you look at them, like when the light hits it, it's like iridescent. Hopefully you see that. Let's go to the browns, the ambers. Let's see. The round hoops that I showed you. These are in this color. And this is one of my phases again. This was heavy. I mean, this is heavy. These I made at the beginning because, again, the ear wires are not handmade by me. Okay, look at that. With the glass bead on the top. Now, these are really pretty. These are Italian stones. They are called Murano beads. And I don't know, they just make me think of like chocolate or I don't know, that coffee that, I don't know if it's mocha. I think it's mocha. These I love. Oh, these are cute. These are cute. It's like a little bundle of glass beads. Tortoise, I believe is what you call them. Tortoise beads. Look at these. Cute. And they are lightweight. They're not as heavy as they look. You would think, oh, they're wood, they're heavy. No, they're not. Look at these. These are that same stone I showed you at the beginning. Cloisonne. And look at these. And I put some little tiny gold-filled beads on top of it. These, they're okay. These are not the most beautiful, but I think they're pretty interesting because they're made out of bone. I thought they were wood at first, but no. It's made out of bone. Greens. One of my favorite bags. This probably should have gone in the multicolored, but given that most of this earring is green, I left it in the green bag. It's a little dainty pair that I have in green and blue. These are turquoise. No, actually, these are glass beads, kind of imitating turquoise. 3 different types of beads. Oh, these I love. These I love. These I love. These I love. Look at this combination. I mean, most of these earrings you will not see anybody else wearing, because who else is going to come up with the same combination, buying the same beads in the same place? What are the odds? This is another pretty pair. This is a glass bead, and it's a leaf. These are heavy. I wore them like maybe 2 months ago. After a while, you can feel it. They are glass and they have specks of like gold foil or copper foil. I'm not sure inside. These are really pretty. Look at these. These are glass. These are the same stone as I showed you earlier. These are not Murano, but they are Italian, and these were expensive beads. So since they were expensive beads, I made sure to make them in gold and not brass. They just deserved it. Oh, these are, I'm not going to say they're fluorescent, but close to it. These are cute. I wrapped some wire around the bead, the top of the bead where it hangs on to the ear wire. Just a little unique touch. These are some little crosses that, again, I wrapped with the wire. Guys, I don't know if you have roughly calculated, but I have a bunch of earrings, a bunch. And I always wear the same ones. I left the gold bag for the end. This is the last one. This style of earring where I get wire and it's just made out of wire, this was one of the last pairs that I made right before I went back to school, and I had no time to make any more, and these were doing very well. Not this style only, the styles of just wire. These are just super unique. You have to measure each wire to a certain size, cut them at a certain, bend them at a certain point, cut them at a certain point. They took time, so I just couldn't. These I just love. These I do wear them every once in a while. When I polish them, it brings out the high points, and then the inside stays tarnished, which I love. It gives it like dimension and contrast. This is just wire. This right here, this part right here is just one wire curved into that shape. And it looks like a flower, but it's not what I meant to do. This is another one of these. This was a thick wire. And I made these in this size and a smaller tiny one, which is more like an everyday kind of earring. And when I find it, I will show you. Okay, these I love. I love these. Same, just with wire, and I think they are just so adorable. I'm really hoping that you can see the detail. Another one of that same style, wire. Look at these, how simple. Each one of these loops in the bottom is an individual wire cut to a certain length, bent at a certain point. These are the little ones that I told you that I made them in a bigger version and this smaller version. Look how cute these are. Look how adorable. These are more an everyday pair. This is simple, but they can dress you up at night especially. You can't see them. You can't see the detail, but they are, I can't explain them. They're just sticks. But these sticks are flat on this side. Then I turned it around and I flattened it on this side. So it's flat and then flat. It's not flat in one side. It's complicated to explain. I hope you get the concept. This is a cluster of glass beads, clear glass beads. And they're so cute because they are clear, but they have a lining on the inside that are gold. So they go with almost anything. This is me not wanting to marry silver because I'm not a silver person. But I did this little silver and brass combo. These are cute. I think I've worn these once. I love this bag. I think that's why I left it for the end, because I love brass. I love gold color. Okay, this one is just brass beads. They're like maybe 3 times the size or width of a grain of rice. These are so nice. I love these. All handmade. They need to be polished for you to appreciate them. And they're long, but believe it or not, they are not heavy. They're just wires that I've hammered, cut. These are just so pretty. These I have in different sizes. These are discs that I made and I hammered with the thin part of the hammer to make these little dents. Then when they tarnish, I polish them up so that the dents of the hammer, they stay tarnished and it makes it pop. I have these in a few sizes. These are the bigger ones. Then I have a smaller one. Then I have an even smaller one. And there's a smaller one somewhere. These I thought were so interesting. I learned how to make these types of designs using a Sharpie and acid. And if you look at it, it looks like maybe like a palm tree towards the bottom of the disc right here. Now, where you see the parts that are sticking out, I drew it with a Sharpie. I drew that, let's call it the palm tree. With a Sharpie, I dipped this disc in acid. It's a special acid for jewelry making. And it started eating the metal around the Sharpie. It eats everything but what's covered in Sharpie. And you can do that not only with a Sharpie, you can do that with, I believe it's tape or something like that. but I thought it was awesome. Okay, so that's it with the earrings. Now, this is huge. This is when I learned how to curve the metal, let's say around your not I'm not wording that correctly. This is called, I believe it's a saddle ring. See, all that is handmade except the bead. You see those little dots, those little balls? That is recycled metal that I burned. You heat it up and my cat, oh goodness. You heat it up and you make the beads. The black part is black on purpose. I patinaed it that way. The stone I made. Believe it or not, I got to the point where I bought a machine, big machine, that I was able to cut my own stones. I was tired of designing around the stones and the shapes of the stones that I found at these conventions. So I decided to learn how to cut my own stones. I did, and that was the best thing I did. This is another stone that I cut on my own. And this is a pretty thick ring. Another stone I cut on my own. And this has a nice detail on the side. That rope that you see around, I made as well. Everything is handmade there. This is all with wire and patinaed. Same here. This one I did not make the bead, but I don't know if you can see it, but it has a cute, I'm gonna put it sideways just so that I can close my hand and you can see it. But right here on the bottom, you see there's a tiny little flower. I'm hoping you can see it. That was time consuming, but once I figured out how to make them, I just love them. What I like most about this ring is the rope around it. Thought that was cute. This one I love. It just reminds me of like a Southwestern style. This one I did make the bead for. I cut it myself, I mean to say. Everything, the wire, the balls. This is like a dark green glass stone. Same with this one. Cut it myself. Sorry guys, my camera died and I had to change the battery. So where was I by? I was showing you this ring just in case. Now this one is pretty interesting. This stone I bought from a guy that makes them out of, let's call it recycled paint that they use to paint surfboards. So as they paint the surfboards, paint starts dripping and dripping, and they just, I guess he thought of this. He starts collecting it and cutting them up, and I bought a slab of this, and this was the first ring that I made with it. And yes, I made it in silver. I wanted to, have a variety. And I thought that was interesting. So this is not like glass. It is actually paint. This is turquoise. And again, it's black on the inside because I added that patina. And I added the little details on the side, which when they tarnish, they turn different colors, but I'd rather polish them. This little cute one too. This is also turquoise. This one I love. This used to be my everyday ring. It needs polish. It's made out of little wires, as you can see. All brass. This is also turquoise, a lighter turquoise. I don't remember where they mine this type of turquoise, but it's a lighter color. This is a smaller version from the one I showed you before, the turquoise, a tiny one. This is a glass stone, and no, I did not cut this one myself. This one I did. It was one of the first stones that I cut on my own, and I love it. I don't recall the type of stone. It is not turquoise, although it looks like turquoise. This one is heavy, but it doesn't weigh as much in your hand as it does when you are wearing it as earrings. And the band, it's a double band. And this one that I'm wearing, I have them in different colors. I have them in blue. You've seen me wearing this one quite often. I have it in a whitish, bluish kind of, let's call it like an opal. In black. In orange, but the base, I made it a little wider on purpose. I started making personalized jewelry, and I can't, oh, this one. And these were selling very well. And I even had a customer contact me like maybe a year after she bought one. She bought one with her baby's name. And when she contacted me like a year later, she was pregnant with a girl, and she wanted me to make another one. This was me in the middle of going back to school. I was already in school, so I never reached out to her. I never replied. I did have a message in my shop that said, I am taking a break, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's still the same message, but whatever. Hopefully she figured out that I'm not back yet. Some bracelets here. This bracelet I love. Look at this. Look at this bracelet. It took a long time. This took hours for me to bead this, to attach these beads. These are glass, turquoise, bone. These are all sorts of different beads, and it's just adorable. I should wear it more often than I do, but you see, look how pretty that is. Hopefully you can see that. What else do I have here? I made one with this glittery stone. It's been such a long time that I do not remember. Goldstone? Yeah, I think it's goldstone. Look at this one. Look at this one. Let me see. Look how pretty it looks. You know what? I should wear this. Look at that. This is one of the first ones that I made, and I was playing around with my own clasp, and it's not what I thought it would be. And look at all the, I mean, there's not one stone that's the same there, but I love the colorfulness of it. I've worn it only a couple of times, but again, the clasp is not very user friendly. When I get back into jewelry making, because I will get back into jewelry making, I'll figure out a better clasp for this. Let's see what else. Oh, I made bangles as well. I made them in silver for the few times that I've worn silver. Hopefully you can see that. I made them in copper. There was a point where I was liking copper, especially when it's polished. Even when it's not polished, copper is just pretty. That's the copper. And these are the brass ones. These I love, as you can imagine. I just love the brass ones. There's a few things here that when I started making my own jewelry, I got rid of a lot of stuff that is not handmade, especially not handmade by me. This is one that I wasn't going to get rid of because I've worn it. And this wooden one. This is another phase of mine when I started making these. These are just out of wire. Okay. And alone, they're not that, I don't know, attractive, I guess. But when you wear them together, then you make a statement. I made this for my hair. I've worn it only a couple times. And it's one of those sticks that you use to hold your hair up. And you just pin it to your hair. Oh boy. God, there's so many of them. And this I left for last, which is another stage of my hand making journey, which is crocheted bracelets. When I learned how to make them, I saw somebody, I think they were selling it online, selling this style. And I'm like, okay, I'm a do-it-yourselfer for everything. And most of the time is not to save the money. It's because I like the challenge and I like the actual handcrafting of it. Once I figured out how to make these, I started making them in every single color. And look at this, how cute. I hope you can see them. Let me see if I could put, okay, like this. I love this one. I love the combination. Again, because I'm a green person, so I love this green. It's like a, I don't know, it's a green with a tinge of, maybe a tinge of yellow or gold. And these glass blue beads and the red one in the center. I thought it was just adorable. And then at the end of the straps that you tie, I always put, I add the beads that I use for the actual bracelet. These are Miami Dolphin colors. And they're not sideways, it's just the way that they're moved. I made this one was, I believe I made it for Halloween, which is orange and purple. And the purple has like a silverish to it in the middle of the bead, inside the bead. This one's blue, like a turquoise blue, and the purple beads. I have all sorts of colors for these bracelets. Okay, this is my necklaces bin. This is a bag of the same simple style with different colored beads. Okay. Got the green one. Got it in, I mean, it's a big tangle here. I got this one I like because it's got these soft colors. Let me wrap it up like this. It's got this cute combination of colors. What else? I made this one, which I ended up making it longer because I loved just the, you know, having a necklace with so many colors. And I'll show you the long one now. This one is my favorite one of all my necklaces. I love it. I love it. Every time I've worn it, I've made sure to wear it with a white shirt. I hope you see it. I really do. If not, I will make sure to take a picture or a close-up, whatever. Look at that. It's just so pretty. And I don't know about you, but sometimes I've been guilty, and this is a perfect example where I will choose the jewelry or the shoes or whatever that I'm going to wear, and I will dress up. I will pick my wardrobe according to that, especially my jewelry. And with this particular necklace, that's what I do. When I decide that I'm going to wear that necklace, I make sure to wear a white blouse. There's no going around it. This is a simple one. I did not make the necklace. These necklaces I buy in spools and I cut them as I need them. This is coral. And this is a 2-layered necklace. Very dainty. I love it. I don't know if you can see that. I hope you can. I don't know if it's too close, but hopefully you can see that. This is a heavy one. I've worn it only a couple times. I mean, you can even hear it. This is how heavy this is. And it's all glass, so it doesn't help that it's all glass. None of this is plastic. Okay? Look at how pretty. Hopefully you can see that. This is greens and browns, and this one's pretty too. No stone is the same. Look at this one. This one is knotted. I used a string and I knotted all these into this necklace. Can you see it? I don't recall what the big bead is, but the small one is aquamarine. This is more beachy like. This one I love because I'm a green person, but I also like the variety of different beads. There's turquoise. The green there is turquoise. Turquoise is not always blue, by the way. Turquoise and shell and glass. Hopefully you can see that. And let's see one last one. Hear me. This one's silver. And these are Swarovski crystals. Look how pretty that is. This one's very, very sparkly. These are sets. These are necklaces with matching earrings. This blue I love. Look at this, how pretty. Look at this. Hopefully you can see that. The necklaces are more difficult to show, so hopefully you can see them. This one not only has a pair of earrings, but it has the bracelet to go with it. A red one. I really like red. It used to be my favorite color, but now it's green, yellow, and orange, like I said. But red is just beautiful, and especially if it's sparkly like this. And it's got the matching earrings. Matching earrings. And guys, we're almost done. I have a lot. It's not like I don't have enough to show you, but I'm not going to show you everything. This white one is very long on purpose, so when I wear it, I wrap it around my neck like once and then let it hang long. This one's in silver. It's very pretty, very time consuming. Look at how many beads. And it's got the matching earrings. Nothing out of this world. Simple. This one is very nice. It's not that heavy, but the big bead in the center is. This bead, this glass bead, is very heavy. And I added this little detail to the back where the clasp goes. See? It's the same detail that's hanging from the bead, the focal bead. This is, I don't like yellow and green together, but this is more like a creamy yellow. You see? It's not a yellow. That's why I combined them. And this blue one right here. Look at this blue, how pretty. This is glass. And the earrings are just dainty, just one bead. Just one bead. I don't like when I'm wearing a necklace. I hate when people wear, like, let's say, like a chunky necklace with big earrings. Your focus needs to be in one thing. So if I have a nice big necklace, my earrings are going to be as minimal as possible. Because then your eye doesn't know if to focus here or where. And then this is a bracelet that I made for it. I think that's it, guys. I'm not going to bore you with more. So thank you very much, guys, for watching this lengthy video. If you didn't watch the whole thing, I totally understand. I know it's long. If you got to this part because you skipped it, it's fine. I would appreciate if you left me a comment if you have any questions about any particular stone that I did not give you the name for. Let me know and I will respond with the name of the stone. Any questions at all on jewelry making, I would be happy to help you out with that. So if you haven't subscribed already, I would appreciate it if you did. Like the video if you liked it, and comment if you have any questions. Thank you very much for watching to the end, guys. Have a great night. Bye.